Good evening. Do not adjust your sets. This is the way it is supposed to look. We're here at the York Emporium, but we do not have, well, yes, we do have poets with us, but we're not going to be talking about poetry. We're not going to be talking about science fiction or literature or any of that kind of fun stuff that is usually associated with the York Emporium. Tonight, we are going to be talking about football. We're going to be talking about the New York Capitals. The York Capitals is our new team here in York. It's Arena Football League. And this is in case you haven't seen it before, this is the ball that they will be using. It's the Arena Football League. The York Capitals are the new team here in town. And I've got three of the York Capitals sitting here with me. And I've got
running back Byron Tillery.
Byron Tillery.
Yes.
Offensive coordinator, Yulander Giles.
And I'm Cameron Williams, wide receiver.
And these guys are new kids here to York. They're not York natives, but they're going to be making York proud now with the new Arena Football League. You probably heard by now that the team is playing every week in April and May for 6 weeks consecutive in April and May at the ice rink. And it's arena football. It's indoor football. They've drained the ice off one of the rinks. They've taken down the plexiglass, and these guys are out there running around, banging around on artificial turf inside. Once a week, it is a professional team. It is not semi-pro. This is a professional team. And there are 6 teams in the league.
Yes.
Is that right?
That is correct.
All right. There are 6 teams in the league, and this is a new league. This is the first year for this league, is it?
No, sir. It's been around for a while.
Oh, okay.
Just restructure.
It's new to York.
Yes.
It's new to York. Okay.
Yes, sir.
They've just it's an expansion team for the league is what it is.
Yes.
That's right.
That's
Okay.
correct.
I knew something was new about it. All right. The other thing that's new about it are 2 of the guys at the table here because you guys are rookies.
Yes, sir.
All right. And now you're the running back.
Yes.
All right. So now is it a fullback, a halfback? Are you a bull? Are you a sprinter?
I'm more like a bull.
You're a bull.
Fullback.
Okay.
Big guy.
All right.
Quick on block.
Okay.
I run the ball here and there when needed.
Okay.
When needed.
But it's not primarily a running game.
No, passing game. Passing game. So.
Do you get to catch at all?
A couple times a game, I might get out in the flare and catch the ball here and there for short yardage, or I'm the check down guy. So when all the receivers are covered, I'm the last option to catch the ball and get a couple yards.
Okay. Well, see, I wasn't sure about that because some of the rules are a little bit different
Yes, sir.
with arena football as opposed to is it arena football? Is that am I saying that right?
That's
Is
correct.
is
Arena football. Yes, sir.
It's okay to call it that?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, some of the rules are a little bit different than what you're used to on either a high school field or NFL field or something like that.
Correct.
There's only 8 guys on the side.
Correct.
As opposed to 11. And I guess they just don't need any other running backs, and they got you, right?
Yeah, I'm the only one who needs.
Yeah.
So
there's 3 linemen, a quarterback, one guy in the backfield, that's you,
yes.
and then 3 receivers, and you're one of them.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What other rules are changed? I wasn't sure if the running back could be a receiver.
Yeah.
All right. All right, but you don't particularly want to do that. You'd rather run into somebody and knock them over.
However I can help. However I can.
Well, okay, all right. But it's just you and me here. No one's listening. You would much rather run into somebody and knock them over than catch the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Get the hard yard.
You didn't hear that. You didn't hear that.
Hear what?
No, of course I didn't think so. I didn't think so, Coach. Yeah. Coach, you're the offensive coordinator now.
Yes.
All right. What's your background? What did you do before you got into coaching?
Well, I was in the Navy for years. I was a naval corpsman.
Oh.
Yeah. Retired from the Navy.
Okay.
And working at Georgetown University doing lung cancer research.
Uh-huh.
And also coaching semi-pro football. First played for 14 years, then coaching there, and now coaching here.
Oh, where did you play?
Arbutus, Maryland.
Uh-huh.
Semi-pro football, one of the oldest teams in the country.
Mhm.
87 years continuous play.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. They must be tired.
No, still going strong.
Okay. All right, but so that's kind of a jump, isn't it, from a Navy corpsman to an offensive coordinator?
Yes,
Are there some skills that translate that way?
Oh,
Holding hands and saying, "Now there, don't worry, it'll all be fine."
correct. That's
Yes.
it. That's it.
That's it. Okay. All right.
But
Has he ever, stood over you and held your hand and say, "There, don't worry, it'll all be fine"?
not yet.
Not yet.
No. Okay.
Not yet.
Right. And you, sir, I understand, are the Z.
Yes, sir.
You are the Z receiver. There are three receivers here. Now, let me see if I got this right, because and I probably don't. There's a H, there's a Z, and there's an awesome. X.
Yes.
X receiver. All right, so H, Z, and X. And X is the awesome guy.
Yeah.
And that's not you. You're not awesome.
Well,
But you're the Z guy. And the way it's been explained to me is that the Z guy, you're a new kid too. This is your rookie season. The way it's been explained to me is that the Z is the flashy guy. You're the one who's the fastest, and you run all the fancy routes and everything. Is that
sir,
right?
Let me reiterate that.
Okay.
There, X, sir, you were correct. The X is awesome.
Okay.
And all of us, we're all going to be flying around out there.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
And
I didn't mean to say that you weren't awesome. All right,
But yeah,
and particularly this guy here, because he could take me. But so you were awesome as hell.
yeah, Coach Logan has explained to me, at my position Z, that I am going to have to go up and get the ball, and that may consist of me going over the wall a few times. As Silas was speaking about going over the wall maybe twice a year, maybe I'll be going over the wall twice a game.
All right, now I want to make sure that everybody understands what we're talking about here. When he's saying he's going over the wall, he's really going over the wall, because we're playing on an ice rink, and they've taken off the plexi, so the wall stands about 3.5 feet high off the turf, and they've put down an artificial turf here.
And padding on the walls.
Padding on the walls, well, that's good. But there is, aside from the wall, there ain't nothing between you and a spectator, for example. Air. Okay. So when you come to the game, make sure that you sit in the first row, because that's where you'll get most of the action, and you may wind up with a player in your lap.
Yeah.
Because what's happened is these guys are going full throttle out there. You're not kidding around out there. No, and they're just because it's arena football, indoor football, doesn't mean they're going half speed or anything. You're in full pads.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, this is the helmet, and you're in full pads, and you're really crunching out there. You can really,
Yes, sir.
yeah, you are. So when you go up for the ball, you're not worried about where the wall is or anything. You're
I'm
just worried
coming
about
down with the catch.
you just want to get the ball.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, and if that means you're going over the wall, flipping over the wall or whatever, that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's a blessing to be playing with some veteran guys with Silas Daniels and Keith Stokes. So they've actually taught me some techniques, tuck and roll, So
Yeah, that's
I'm listening to my veterans and learning pretty quick.
and make
picking
sure
up
that
the game.
all the pads are there and where they should be. And
Yes, sir.
yeah, okay. Well, what did you do before this? Do you have a day job?
No, I don't really have a day job, sir. I'm just finishing college at Southern Virginia University.
Uh-huh.
My last football game was an all-star game, and I got MVP of that game in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
so
pretty good.
I'm just continuing my career, and I'm happy to be a York Capital.
Yeah. What about you?
I just finished school last April at Southern Virginia University. We were college teammates.
Oh.
And I actually went over to Germany for a little bit and played with Team USA over there for a couple months. And,
With Team USA over there? Yeah.
And got my degree in liberal arts with early childhood development, and been teaching for a little bit, and had the opportunity to come play and play professional football, and just took the opportunity to come out.
Now, did you guys, you were teammates?
Yeah.
And, oops, I'm sorry. I don't know why anybody would want to talk to me, but they can't. No, you guys were teammates in college.
So,
Did you tell each other, hey, come up here, the tryouts are going on, or did you just happen to bump into each other when you got here?
yeah, Byron pretty much introduced me to the open tryout in Lancaster. I'm actually for my 23rd birthday this year. So they say you meet people for a reason, and I'm happy to be a friend of Byron.
So you did the tryout on your birthday.
Yeah, it's for my 23rd birthday this year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was a success.
It seemed to have worked.
Yes, sir.
And you were out there running around and celebrating your birthday.
Yeah,
Good birthday
had a good
gift.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now, how did you find out about the open tryouts?
Well, I was originally playing on a team that folded, and I got an opportunity just to look around and surf the net, and I called Coach Logan, and Coach Logan gave me the opportunity to come out to open tryouts and just get an opportunity to make the team, and that's what I did.
How many guys tried out for your position?
Maybe 8.
Really? That many? Yeah. And you just knocked them all over?
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
Okay. Okay. Got it. You got that glint in your eye. Don't look at me like that.
Alright.
Coach, this is the ball that you guys are going to be using.
Yes.
Now, this is a different kind of a ball.
Well, it's the same weight as an NFL ball.
Uh-huh.
It's a different composite. Of course, the color's different.
Right.
But other than that, it's the same regulation football.
It is a regulation. It's a regulation size.
Yes.
Regulation weight.
Yes.
All right, and it's going to be probably a lot harder than I've got this one.
Yeah. In a little more, yeah.
Yeah.
A little.
All right, so they can get some distance off this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's not a problem throwing it. Or,
Kickers can kick it the full length of the arena. Quarterback. Most players can throw it the length of the arena.
Mhm.
Yeah.
the idea is that this is a very high scoring game. This is not
Oh,
you're,
yes.
you're not gonna have any 3-0
No. No.
games here.
This arena game is really suited for the offense.
Uh-huh.
We have stuff in the game such as high motion, where we have two receivers moving towards the line of scrimmage at the snap of the ball, which is a big advantage.
So they start off like 5 yards back or something?
5 to 10 yards deep, and they move forward. The quarterback times the snap so that the ball is snapped when they get to the offensive line, and they can run myriads of routes, crossing routes right at the line of scrimmage. It really gives defensive backs a headache. Yeah, it's a big advantage for the offense.
No, you don't move though. You have to set before the
I
snap.
move when the ball is hiked. I just step
Yeah.
up and take on that big linebacker.
Right, but you have to be set prior to the
Yes,
snap.
yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
and then they have the regular illegal motion and offside penalties and all that kind of happy stuff.
Yes, we do.
And are most of the other penalties the same?
Yes, most of the penalties are the same. Holding, face mask, you name it. Just, all the rules are pretty similar to a regulation football.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds good. So how the game goes for it's 4 quarters, 15 minutes a quarter.
Yes,
Okay.
running clock.
Running clock. So it doesn't make any difference if the incomplete pass or the ball is downed or whatever. No.
Except for the last few minutes of the game, the clock will stop depending on the situation. However, the offense has to at least move the ball forward a yard in order to keep the clock running. If not, the clock will stop.
Okay. Well, so there is no such thing as the quarterback throwing the ball away to stop the clock or anything like that. What happens if he throws it into the stand?
Fans keep the ball.
Yeah, but I mean, does the clock keep running?
Depends on the time of the game. Yes, keep running.
Oh.
Yeah.
And where do they get another ball?
Get another one up sideline.
Oh, one of the coaches that throws it in?
Yep.
Oh.
And if the fan comes down to the field after the game,
Yeah.
you can get that ball signed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty neat.
Absolutely.
Well,
It's fan friendly.
One of the things that's going to happen, and we're very excited about this, is that at halftime, there will be a number of balls that will be just tossed into the stands. While you guys are in the locker room doing whatever it is that you do in the locker room, during the halftime entertainment proceedings, whatever you want to call it, there will be a number of balls that will just be tossed into the stands. And I'm going to, can you reach my back to pat it here?
Yes.
Thank you. The York Emporium is actually sponsoring that.
Cool.
So we're buying the balls and we're buying the balls that are going to be thrown away. So you may think you're getting a ball from New York Capitals, but actually you're getting a ball from New York Emporium, and it's going to look a lot like this one. All right. So I just thought I'd mention that, just in passing, in case it doesn't come up at the game or anything, which is likely. So we're actually going to be doing several different things. One of the things that we're doing, I'm not exactly sure when this is going to be on the air, but we're excited that we are producing a poster of the team for the inaugural season, and everybody who comes to the first home game, or everybody who came to the first home game, depending on when you're watching this, got a free poster that has the team lineup and the coaches on it. And then later on, we're going to be doing a similar thing with the dance crew. We're going to be doing a poster with the dance team on it too. And those posters are going to be, extra copies of that are going to be available, hopefully, for autographs. Hopefully the players, I know that, right now you're all humble and everything, but once you get to be a big-time star, I hope you'll remember that there are still some of us little people here who will be looking up to you.
Always.
All right.
Always. I'll come back here
Okay. And with a smile on your face.
with a smile.
Okay. All right, because I don't want you coming back here mad.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
I'm happy to be in York.
Okay, good. And we're happy to have you here, particularly if you're a happy guy, because you like knocking people over.
I do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the York Capitals, we've got 8 games this season. We've got 20 men on a team. 20 men
Per game on a roster.
20 men on the roster. All right. Is that roster? Now I know the roster is fixed now. Will it be fixed for the season, or will players go on and off?
It can be adjusted.
It can be adjusted.
We have a total of 30 men on the roster, but game day we have to cut it down to 20.
So only 20 suit up.
Correct.
Okay. Have you guys gotten your uniforms and stuff already?
Yes, sir.
You know what your number is?
45.
You're number 45.
Yes, sir.
Who are you?
I'm number 8.
Number
Our
8.
Our uniforms are sweet.
Yeah. Well, they are.
They're
I mean,
awesome.
this is one of them here. This is the away uniform.
Yes.
And it's primarily white with so the colors are obviously red, white, and blue, and the logo is a capital, a patriot holding a football, and he's standing in front of a 13-starred flag, and he's got capitals across him. It's really a very, very nice logo. I don't know who did that. Did you do that?
No.
No.
Very appropriate for the town.
It is appropriate for the town. You know, we were I don't know how much you guys know about York. We were the first capital of the United States. Did you know
Absolutely.
that?
I know the history.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I did,
And
yeah.
the Articles of Confederation were written and adopted here. And we have one signer of the Declaration of Independence who's buried here. As a matter of fact, you guys are staying at the Yorktown, and he's another block or so right beyond you. So there are a lot of things that have happened here in York. Some of them good.
Interesting.
So, I'm sorry, I'm getting a signal from my director here. Anyway, it obviously wasn't all that important. She just wanted to, maybe she was just telling me she loved me. Do you think that's what it was? Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was.
I think so.
Okay, so, we've got an 8-game season, and then after the 8 games, there's 1 game of playoffs, and then the championship.
Yes.
All right.
The top 4 teams out of the 6 makes the playoffs.
Okay. The top 4 teams out of the 6.
Yes.
Okay, so there'll be 2 playoff games. And now, are there divisions? Is it an East and West, or North and South, or a?
With the 6 teams, it'll just be a 1, 2, 4. According to your record at the end of the season, it's not in divisions.
Okay.
It's just the top team to the 4th team.
Okay, I got it. All right, based on standings
Yes.
and the schedule and stuff.
Correct.
And it's strictly based on win or lose.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is the scoring the same? Is it 6 points for a touchdown and then a point after? Can you go for a 2-point conversion?
Yes, you can.
You can. Okay. And you can do field goals?
Yes.
And okay. And then this is the neat one that I had not heard before. Some call it an uno. An uno. Are we all calling it an uno now? Are we adopting that terminology?
Yes.
Okay. I think that would probably be wise based on the one who said it was an uno.
Yeah.
All right. And tell me what an uno is.
Uno is when you're kicking the ball off from your goal line and the ball goes through the opponent's uprights.
And you do the kickoff whenever you would
you
normally
score.
kick off at
Yes.
the start of a game or after you score.
Yes, sir.
So, in theory, after you scored a touchdown and you line up to kick the ball again, if you've got a decent kicker and he kicks it through the uprights on the other side, you get 1 more point.
Yes. And they get the ball on the 5.
And they get the ball on the
It's
5.
a big advantage.
Now, if it doesn't go through the upright and they get the ball, how often, and they run it back,
Wherever we tackle them, that's where they start their offense.
okay, how good are you? I know you're the offensive guy and it's the defensive guy who does the tackling, but how good are you at tackling them?
Very good. We have a super defense.
Okay,
Absolutely.
all right. Well, how good are we? Can I say we?
Yes, we
Okay.
yes, we can.
All right. How good are we at running it back, actually catching it and running it back?
We have some outstanding skill position people.
Uh-huh.
Numerous. We have 4 or 5 guys that can take it to the house anytime.
Now, are they specialty? All they do is receive, or are you?
Actually, sir, I may not be one of the kick returners due to our outstanding veterans we have on the squad.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna play Z for the Capitals and do the best I can at
Oh,
that.
oh yeah. Okay. Good answer. You don't have to be quite so polite, but I do like it when people call me sir. It doesn't happen an awful lot. Okay. Now, do we have a dedicated kicker, or does he also do something else?
We have a dedicated kicker.
We do have a dedicated
Yes.
kicker. Okay. And he's a great kicker.
He's a great kicker.
Is he the best one in the league?
Yes.
Absolutely.
By far.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Well, that's good to know.
A veteran of the game, yeah.
And now, so he's been around for a while. On other teams in the league.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I like that sir part. I like that. I really like that. Some of you watching at home, you should be taking notes on this point. All right, call me sir again. I like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, see, that's good. This is working. I'm liking this. All right, now talk to me about the quarterback.
We have two outstanding quarterbacks, and they're very big.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not worried about them.
What do you mean big? 6'1", 6'2"?
Those are smaller quarterbacks.
Oh, okay.
Our quarterbacks are 6'4", well over 200 pounds.
Oh,
Yes.
big boys.
Oh, yes.
Well over 200
Well,
pounds.
over 200.
Yes.
Now, can they run the ball too? If they want?
Absolutely.
All right. Do they?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Well, I know that sometimes, in the NFL, they don't like the quarterbacks to run
No.
because, they're the money guys.
Well, we're not going to run them on purpose
No.
regularly.
Yeah,
It's, down distance situations.
yeah. Okay. All right, so, but they will run
Yes.
periodically. Okay, well, good. But this has got to be such a fast-paced game. I mean, it's 70 yards.
Mm-hmm.
He can't have any kind of drop back at all. What?
Oh, yeah. We have 3 and 5 step drops.
Really?
But when that back foot hits the ground on either one of those drops, the ball has to be gone.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
was,
rapid
I was
release.
speaking with the quarterback earlier today, and he said like a lot of his mechanics have gone out the window due to how fast the game is. Like Coach said, there's still a 3-step and a 5-step drop, but the game is so fast. He's releasing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're going.
now when I used to play, which was a million years ago, and I was a lineman, they would say that my responsibility was hold the other guy, stop the other guy on the offense for 3 seconds.
Mhm.
Give the quarterback 3 seconds.
We'd love to have 3 seconds.
Okay.
That's a long time in arena football.
Yeah.
That's my job, really, to stop the linebackers from coming in.
All right.
And that extra time.
So do you give them 3 seconds?
I try.
Yeah.
Every time. Try to give them 4 seconds.
Yeah.
If I can.
Yeah. And you're good.
I'm good.
Yeah. So
The
all right.
young guy is good.
All right. So I mean, quarterback can go out and get a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right there blocking.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I do.
Typically, though, how long do you tell your lineman? I mean, you got to buy him an extra second, buy him 2 seconds. What do you tell him?
Well, I will tell them, hey, give me 3 seconds.
Yeah.
If you can give me more, great. Because we will run combination routes and things like that, deep routes that'll take a little longer, and we need more time to throw the ball.
Hmm.
But everything is situational.
Mm-hmm.
So we just have to game plan, prepare, watch them on the team, know what those defensive linemen will do, and practice and prepare.
How much do the quarterback? How many of the plays does he get to call himself versus what you call him?
Right now, none.
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 You calling them all. And you run out onto the field.
No, I'm on the field.
You don't get off the field.
Mm-mm.
No, you're just there.
Yeah, just behind the offense.
Yeah.
About 10 yards back.
Don't you
on
worry
the
about
sideline.
getting run over or something?
Oh, no. Not at all.
Okay. Okay.
Not at all.
Yeah, but you're not in pads and stuff. These other guys are big too, and they're in pads and.
No problem.
Okay.
He's been in the military.
Well, I know. Yeah, I know.
Come on.
And they got guns and stuff, but they don't have them. He doesn't have them with them.
Give him his credit.
Well, no, I'm
He's a good guy.
I'm sure he's a good guy. I'm sure he's a big
Tough
guy.
guy.
All right. Fine. Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right. You
Give
got it.
Coach credit.
All right. Okay. Anything else you want to say?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm leaving you.
All right. Anybody else? No?
We're
Okay.
good.
Thank you for joining us. This is the York Emporium, the New York Capitals. We're going to have a lot of fun. And the games are on Saturday nights, except for one Friday night. But they're all on Saturday nights at the ice rink, starting at 7 o'clock. Tickets are $15. Well worth it. Come on down. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see you there. Here we go.
Yeah.